All right, it's Friday, September 19th. This is an update on Tesla as we come to the end of today's session. I described early on how I bought calls here and had to break even on that, or bought the stock and broke even on that trade, the opening trade, and then I decided to re-enter some calls here and just hold on. And you could see they've moved up a little bit towards the end of the day. Again, I bought the Tesla 415 calls at 16:30, and they closed here at 18:15. So that's not a bad trade here to re-enter on the upside. I'm biased to the upside. Overall, you can see here on the daily chart, we're just kind of grinding up higher. We have a little bit of a momentum looking hammer bar here that should follow through higher into next week. And on the monthly chart, you can see we're strongly green and kind of working back up towards this high here on 440, 450, that type of thing. So I've always been biased to the upside, but there's no real actionable signals here. In terms of a daily 2 down, 2 up kind of thing. It's more grinding up, pulling back from time to time, but always finding the buying. And after yesterday's red bar that kind of opened up above the midpoint of that bar, you kind of expected it to try to go higher, especially with that strong start above the pre-market highs. Instead, it kind of decided to consolidate a little bit. And just from a risk management standpoint, I had to just break even on the initial trade, but re-entering it here, it looks pretty good to continue higher. So we'll see if Tesla eventually, and I described here, we have this kind of rising, bottom, the higher lows and the flat top, and there's a strong breakout possibility. And that's very similar to what developed here. When that initial move happened up, it was kind of rising bottoms here and a flat top, and then we had a strong breakout, and we seem to be repeating that at the moment here until the weekly chart breaks down. So we're going to see if it could break out into next week. Again, if all goes well, it should kind of hold the midpoint of this buying tail up here, should it not, immediately go up next week. But this type of price usually follows through to the upside, and like I said, there are targets above. So just following up on Tesla end of the day, bias to the upside, and we will see if it follows through into next week.